Well, hello there, and thank you very much for going ahead and opting in to become part of our new business bootcamp mission. I guarantee you a week full of fantastic learning, a little bit of fun, and hopefully by the end of the 1 week period, you'll be able to step away from it and start to implement some of the things that you learn in your business and marketing and growing your business, particularly with the internet in mind as well. So for you more established business owners out there, a little bit of this might be a little foreign to you in the next week or so. Don't let that discourage you. Don't let that stop you from tuning in every single day to, grasp everything that I go over, because it is required in today's market. And for some of you younger wannabe or startup entrepreneurs, a lot of this stuff will be a little bit more easy for you to digest and understand. So either way, I'm happy that both of you groups of people are here, that you're checking out the course. It's going to be a good week. Open up your minds. Make sure you join the Facebook page, Ducker, on facebook.com. Lots of community discussions and help and support and things like that over there, and I look forward to spending a little bit of time with you in the next 7 days. Right now we're going to roll with a little bit of an intro as to what's going to be happening this week. Okay, so here we are with day one. Thanks very much again for tuning in, and throughout the entire course of the next week we're going to be using the official, unofficial, whatever you want to call it, new hashtag of New Business Bootcamp. If you want to tweet, mention it on social media or whatever, obviously I'd be very appreciative of that fact. And if you could go ahead and use that hashtag, I know every time you do so I can give you a virtual thumbs up. So let's talk about why you're here exactly. Now, the reason why you're here mainly is because the business landscape has changed quite a bit in the last 10 years or so. And I've owned and operated and grown 4 businesses within the last decade alone, so I've seen it develop quite a bit. And the fact that you're here and the fact that you're taking the next step to be able to create a more should we say, a more in-line business with today's marketplace is huge. And the reason why it matters to us now as business owners that we embrace this new media and new business approach to doing business is because customers are a lot more savvy today than they ever have been before. Now, the advent of the internet has helped with that, obviously, but just in general, they're just a lot more savvy. You can't pull the wool over their eyes anymore, and you've got to be able to show them exactly what you're all about in order for them to be able to put their hands in their pockets and spend money with you. Now, as business owners, we need to change as well. And the reason why we need to change is because a lot of the time already, right now, our competitors already have started to embrace all these new ways of being able to market and grow businesses. So to a certain degree, we've got to play a little bit of catch up. And the main change that we need right here is a change that I feel, we're going back to like the 1950s or so, where you were more likely to buy your loaf of bread from Bob the baker 3 blocks away for a little bit more money because you liked the guy, you knew his family, and so on, what he was all about, rather than walk another 2 or 3 blocks and get that loaf of bread for a little cheaper at a big supermarket chain. So we got to start thinking more P2P or people to people and less business to business or business to consumer in the way that we actually put our business marketing strategies together. So marketing businesses today is all about educating, communicating, helping, inspiring, and then obviously at the end of all of that, our customers are more likely to buy from us, and we can go ahead and make that sell. So we're talking about across the board here, kind of revamping everything and developing our new business action plan, an action plan that will enable us to be able to catapult our business here into the 21st century. So throughout the course of this week, and this will be a relatively brief introduction here, but throughout the course of this week, we're going to be going through several different aspects that I class of the new business principles in terms of marketing and growing your companies in today's business landscape. So tomorrow we're going to kick off with blogging for business, and we're going to be discussing why every business owner should be blogging, how to get a blog started properly for the first time, and we talk about design and layout and hosting and all that sort of stuff. We'll also touch on growing your mailing list and how important it is to be able to build an online mailing list, and how you can go ahead and network with other bloggers and business owners online to help kind of spread your ideas and your products and your service benefits and things like that as well. So that's going to be tomorrow. Day 3 is going to be all about video, and I'm a massive fan of video. I've used it with great success over the last couple of years to be able to promote my businesses online. Video is the future. What are you looking at right now? It's a video. It's very easy, it's fast, it's very cheap to be able to produce and get started with. Equipment, editing software, all that sort of type of stuff we're going to go through. We'll also talk about the different types of ideas that we can actually utilize when shooting and making our videos, so that they're nice and compelling and they get our ins and outs of our business and what we can do to help people across to them in a relatively easy way, so that we're not just sort of waffling on at them and trying to do the hard sell. Right after that, we're going to be talking about embracing podcasting and why you need a podcast and what you can do with a podcast. We'll be going over how to be able to get set up, how to get started. Believe me, guys, it's a lot easier than a lot of people think it is. When I first started podcasting, I was really freaked out about the idea of iTunes and Apple and trying to get listed and all this sort of stuff. It's very, very easy. So we're going to go through all the equipment needed, ideas that you can come up with for creating audio content and things like that as well, and how important it is for you to be able to take on those big brands, because you can do that with your audio podcast via iTunes, and we'll go over that as well. Day 5 is going to be all about social media. Now, I know there's a lot of stuff about social media online already, and I'm not going to sort of try and rehash anything. There's a lot of good stuff out there already, but there is, as far as I'm concerned, in today's marketplace, as a business owner, as an entrepreneur, there's the right way to do things, and there's the wrong way to be able to use social media in business to promote, market, and grow your business. So we're going to be going through all the different types of things you need to do in regards to setting up your social media presence online, consistency, professionalism, all that sort of stuff. And I'm going to give you one tip that I utilize every single day on Twitter that has fundamentally changed the way that I find clients online. You're going to love it, trust me. Day 6 is all about ebooks, creating ebooks, writing ebooks, designing them, and then giving them away, quite frankly, to raving fans, to create raving fans all over the internet, all around the world. They're great, they're easy to put together, very marketable, instant shareability attached to ebooks and what they can do to help spread your word, as well as obviously produce you, or put you rather, in a position of being an expert in your field and that sort of type of thing. So we're going to be going through all that sort of stuff, and I'll show you exactly how you can market it and all that stuff as well. And we'll wrap up the week with a look at working with virtual assistants and utilizing outsourcing in a smart way, to be able to go ahead and start utilizing the skill sets of other people in your business for a lot less than a lot of you probably think you need to do so, and be able to use other people's skill sets and their experience and things like that to fundamentally catapult your business. I mean, this is huge. This is absolutely huge. And I know a lot of you know that I'm involved with the outsourcing business and the industry, and I'm quite well known in regards to that particular, space. But the fact of the matter is, I never get bored talking about it, because it's just such a big game changer for every small business owner and entrepreneur out there. So at the end of each day, I'm going to be giving you an action step. It's a step that some days might be very easy, a bit like today, and some days might be a little bit more complex and a little bit more involved. But today, all I want you to do is grab a hold of something for tomorrow that you can make notes with, whether it be a pen, a pad, or an iPad, or whatever. There's a picture of me showing my showing my iPad with my Kindle app with my buddy David Siteman Garland's book, Smarter, Faster, Cheaper. Great book, actually. You should check it out. It's a really good book. My wife dared me to put that picture on this slide, so I'm always one to not back down to a dare. So there you go. Anything and everything, in regards to being able to make notes, come up with ideas, because when you're listening to this stuff or you're watching this stuff over the next couple of days, trust me, ideas are going to pop into your head all the time. It still happens with me when I sort of look at training programs and stuff, and you must make notes when they're in your head, because believe me, they'll disappear pretty darn soon. If you want to hop over to the blog and kind of get a little bit of a head start on some of the resources that we'll be discussing and the tools and things like that you can actually utilize throughout the entire week and way beyond in regards to marketing and growing your business online as well as offline as well, you can do so over at the blog, chrisducker.com/resources. Some of the links on that page are affiliate links, so if you end up buying through any of them, I get a little commission, of which I'm obviously very, very appreciative of, so thanks in advance if you end up doing that. And just to wrap up, if you're not already a member over at the Facebook community, please come across and join us. We've got some really good people over there helping each other, supporting each other, and generally just having a bit of fun and games as well. You can go to Ducker on Facebook.com or Facebook.com/ChrisDucker.com. The address is on the screen. And a nice easy way to fire a quick question to me every now and then is via Twitter. There's the address, at Chris C. Ducker. That's it for today, guys. I appreciate your opt-in one more time. I promise you I won't let you down in regards to this content. You will learn plenty, believe me. I will see you tomorrow with that first look at blogging for business. Take good care until then, and we're going to have lots of fun. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.